Okay, it is time to start chapter 3, and we're going to begin with 3.1, which is graphing and writing inequalities. So these are the inequality symbols. Hopefully they look familiar. This one means less than. This is less than or equal to. Greater than. And then this one is greater than or equal to. Okay, hopefully those four symbols look familiar. So we're going to be doing them with a little more complicated ones with a variable, and all of the solutions are what make the inequality true. Just like in an equation, the variable equals something. In an inequality, you'll have a variable is less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to a number. So the solution is way more than just one number. With this one, let's start here. Okay, we have 2p is greater than 8. I see multiplication, so I'm going to do the inverse. I'm going to divide. Same process we use for equations, but now we don't have an equal sign. We have an inequality sign. So p is greater than 8 divided by 2 is 4. So on a number line, if this was 0, here's negative 4, here's positive 4, positive 8, and on, p would be greater than 4. So 5 would work, 6 would work, 7 would work, 0 would not work. So in words, if we are asked to describe the solution, we could say it's all real numbers greater than 4. Okay, it could be 1,000,000, it could be 1,000, it could be 100, it could be 5. It could not be 4, but it can be 5. Okay, so let's practice some more. If I'm less than 7, let's see, let's put 0 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's my 7. I'm less than 7. I'm going to go this direction. All my answers are going to be less than 7. If I'm greater than negative 1, here's negative 1, positive 2, negative 2, greater than negative 1. Here's my negative 1, and I am greater than it. Okay, so we're just going to be shading the graphs, and that's actually part of the answer. Now we took away the words, and now we just have the symbol that says less than or equal to 2. Let's do the same one. Here's 2. Here's negative 2. I want to be less than or equal to. I can be at 2, so I'm going to shade it in, or I could be less than it. Now I'm greater than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 1. Here's my 1. I can be 1, or I can be greater than 1. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing less than means open, greater than means open, less than or equal to is closed, greater than or equal to is closed. So now I have a variable, m is less than or equal to negative 3. Okay, same thing as what we just did, but now we have a variable to label. So I'm going to find my negative 3. I'm going to shade it in because I can be at negative 3. And m is less than or equal to. So I am this way. Okay, and that's your answer. Now here I have an expression that I have to simplify before I can know how to put it on the number line. So exponent first, 4 minus 4 is greater than or equal to w. 4 minus 4 is 0. 0 is greater than or equal to w. Okay, now this is what I graph. So here's 0, here's 1, here's negative 1. I'm at 0. I can be equal to 0, or I can be greater than 0. Okay, let's go the other way. Now you have a graph and you have to write the inequality. So for this example, I see that I'm starting at 2, and I don't know, do you remember closed, open, am I greater than or equal to, less than or equal to? Well, it's shaded, so I'm going to have an equal sign, and I'm going greater than 2, so I'm going to be greater than, greater than or equal to 2. Okay, and let's say this was x, it would be x is greater than or equal to 2. Now this example, I'm starting at -3, and I'm going less than it, which means, let's say this is y. Y has to be less than -3. It's open, so it's not equal to. I can't be at -3. So y is less than -3. It's your turn. In your textbook, please do numbers 6 through 11 on paper. Okay, you don't have to put them in the Google form, just bring them to class tomorrow on paper. Then do Google form, this is your Google form question, number 4 in your textbook. So do number 4 in the Google form, 6 through 11 on paper. Okay, that's 7 questions total. And then we will work on the rest of 3-1 tomorrow in class. All right, good night. I will see you tomorrow.